What is happening, guys? It's been a pretty long time, right? I mean, it's been more than 5 months since I've actually made any content from this channel, and I don't know what to say to you guys, honestly. I mean, this is just quite like it's been quite a mess. I mean, my life has taken a completely new direction, but in this video, we will talk about Bitcoin from two perspectives. First one is going to be the short term perspective, and the other one is going to be our cheat code, guys. I mean, if you have been watching the content, I mean, that I used to post 6 months ago. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin golden ratio, Fibonacci, and let's see where the trends are at. So, without any further ado, let's quickly talk about the charts right here. What do we have here, guys? We only have two moving averages. The red one is called the 200 simple, and the blue right here is the 55 exponential moving average. The bounce that came in from these levels at 90,500 levels was your retest of the 55 simple. And guys, the thing is that even in the past, you've seen a lot of retests around these levels, right? As you can see in the previous bear market in 2018, we were constantly getting rejected by this 55 simple on the 3-day. Now when it flips to the upside, I mean, when you have the bullish crossover, I mean, we're not there yet, but once you have the bullish crossover, you see the trends, they do kind of change, right? So essentially, in the bigger picture, in the grand scheme of things, yes, we are waiting for this, massive bullish cross to take place, which is going to be, it's probably going to take its own time, right? I mean, Bitcoin will take its own time, guys. A lot of people out there on Twitter are like, Bitcoin to $1 million in fucking 85 days. Not happening, guys. That's just not happening, all right? I mean, is it practically possible? It's not practically possible either. I mean, the entire banking industry has to collapse within the next 3 months for that to happen. Am I banking on that? Nope. But do I have Bitcoin? Yes, guys. For the past 6 to 7 months, I have been accumulating Bitcoin, and I mean, you guys know the deal. Ever since we broke down below $28,000, $30,000 levels, that is when we were trying to enter the new accumulation zones on Bitcoin itself. So this entire region has been a massive accumulation opportunity as a whole. Now, even if you see the price action coming back towards the 55 simple on the 3-day time frame, that is simply going to be an opportunity, guys. So I believe that this is a moving average that you should probably keep in your charts and probably take a look at it in a weekly basis, right? I mean, you don't have to open a 3-day time frame every single day just to make new decisions in the market, which is why you can simply have a blue 55 simple or blue 55 exponential moving average on your charts on the 3-day time frame, which is why anytime the future price comes down to these levels, you'll know that you got to buy Bitcoin no matter whatever the price is, honestly, right? Now for this leg to the upside, we are expecting a retest of the 200 simple on the 3-day itself, which is currently aligning with 33,000 levels flat up, and essentially from these price points, it's going to be another 20% move to the upside, right? They have 16 to 20% move to the upside from these levels. Beyond that, look, guys, a lot of things can potentially happen. Now the thing is that I'm fractalizing this entire top to bottom in a Fibonacci extension zone basis right here. And the thing is, if we compare the last echo cycle, guys, the last echo bull wave, right? I mean, this was the echo bull wave where Bitcoin simply went to $14,000 from $3,000 out of nowhere. This is the wave which I would want to compare this price action to. Essentially, the last time we saw it was a quick retest of the 618 extension coming from this entire bear market. Now for this entire bear market, the 618 has come in at approximately 50,000 levels. So I would not really be surprised if we see Bitcoin heading back all the way towards $50,000 flat, right? I mean, could potentially happen. We could expect a lot of sell-offs happening on the way. We could expect a lot of resistance coming at 35,000, 33,000. But for the time being, if the bigger picture tells us anything, it is the fact that we are retesting the 0.236 levels in the coming days. If we can establish a base right here, we might be able to head all the way towards 382 at first, and then if we establish a base here, then we might be going towards $50,000 per Bitcoin at 0.618 price points, right? So this is what we are looking at ultimately. But for the timing, guys, look, I mean, there's quite a lot of things happening in the market. I mean, essentially we see Fed is hiking the rates once again. They'll probably hike the rates once again, and essentially what will happen is that maybe we'll see a lot of volatility coming out of FOMC tomorrow itself. So maybe tomorrow can be a potentially volatile day. Am I expecting a full retrace down back to 20,000? No, that is something which I'm not expecting as well. But maybe in the coming days we might expect a little retrace from $30,000 levels down towards these levels, and then maybe establish a trend towards the upside. Now essentially, guys, anything can happen. All you have to do is to be ready about anything that market has to throw at you, right? So don't be over leveraged. I mean, this entire time was all about accumulation, not about leverage trading at all, for that matter. Time has come to maybe position yourself in the market in terms of a spot Bitcoin or a spot Ethereum exposure as well, for that matter, right? But essentially, for the time being, the momentum is bullish. I'm not looking at the RSI or any strength indicator for the time being. I'm just looking at the bigger picture as clearly as I can do. All right, so let's jump into the weekly real quick, and then we'll talk about Bitcoin golden ratio Fibonacci. Now, guys, the thing is that on Twitter, I did post about how we are looking at a death cross happening between the 200 and the 55 itself, and this was a look, guys, it was a key area of interest, right? I mean, multiple rejections on multiple times at $25,000. $25,000 certainly being a flat rounded figure, which is why market was reacting to these levels again and again. Plus, the death cross was also taking place. So bears had a good stance on these levels, but it seems to me like we we simply engulfed bullish above this entire key price point. So here's the risk management side of things in the mid time frame. I'm talking about, let's just say, the rest of the Q1 or maybe the beginning time of Q2 itself, for Bitcoin to maintain $25,000 levels. If we see Bitcoin trending below $25,000 once again, then maybe, yeah, guys, I mean, maybe once again at the 3-day time frame, you'll be looking at the price action revisiting $20,000 flat up once again. And essentially, if you want this bull trend to hold up, if you really want to believe that Bitcoin has bottomed out, Bitcoin should certainly stay above $20,000 levels for good. If you start losing $20,000 to the downside, well, oh well, cheap prices and more time for accumulation in the coming days, right? But until that is happening, we do have a clear risk management point at $25,000, and the small time frames, we have a risk management point at essentially, just below $27,000 as well. If you are leveraging the fuck out of yourself, this wick low on the 3-day time frame is what you have to be concerned about. But guys, this is not a financial advice. You can make your own financial decisions in the market, and you can get wrecked responsibly. So do that, all right? And do that using my referral links so that I can make money out of your liquidation fees, I guess. But not happening, guys. I mean, look, I went down with fucking FTX, right? Everybody knows that. I posted a selfie video of me talking to you guys about how I lost money on FTX. So I am not going to shill referral links for derivative exchanges anymore, I guess. I mean, I'm fine not doing that, I guess, guys. But anyways, okay, now let's talk about this delicious little piece of shit right here, which is called the golden ratio Fibonacci on the Bitcoin's price action coming on the BLX index, the only index which has everything in terms of Bitcoin price action ever since the inception. All right, now the thing is, if you talk about how this stupid fucking indicator has pointed out the tops and the bottoms, it's yeah, it's quite accurate, right? I mean, every single time you see a market top being printed with the Fibonacci extensions, and the bottom side also being printed with the Fibonacci downside negative extensions right here. And if you want to zoom into the situation right here, I believe the white moving average is the 111 exponential. Not sure about the orange moving average, guys. I forgot. I mean, if you know what this moving average is, let me know down in the comments, right? I'll confirm it. But essentially, the trend is quite simple. Once you see the 111 moving average kind of formulating a bullish cross alongside the, I don't know, guys, maybe 350 moving average, I don't know, maybe alongside this moving average, that is when you see Bitcoin establishing a bull trend in the market. So maybe this is something which is going to be happening pretty soon, as we are bouncing off of this moving average again and again on the daily time frame, right? So maybe we do see this bullish cross, and if Bitcoin goes sideways onto these levels for a very long time, it's probably going to be a good news, because what you really want to see is that you want these negative extensions and the positive extensions kind of curling to the upside, right? You want to have this kind of momentum in the moving averages, and this is how you kind of pinpoint if Bitcoin has bottomed out or not, if the trend has reversed or not. I mean, literally, you would see this and the price action doing something like this maybe, and that is when you would, well, you can be long and strong in the market, I guess, but essentially you can be long and strong any which ways, guys, because these areas of accumulations are anyway, it's a big opportunity in the market as of now. So yeah, for the time being, I mean, let these moving averages curl to the upside. Something which it did back when it was retesting the 618 extension up top at $12,000, $14,000 Bitcoin in the last bear market, right? Now, potentially what will happen is if I run the Fibonacci moving extension, moving average, oh, sorry, what the heck am I saying, guys? I think I've completely forgotten how to make fucking content for you guys, it seems like, right? I'll try to be consistent, but I'm not promising anything, man. I can't. Life has been quite a roller coaster for me. So yeah, 6 month extension lies at $50,000 flat. When you do see Bitcoin going on these levels, and that is also aligning with this red moving average extension, right? I believe, yeah. I mean, last time as well, Bitcoin kind of interacted with this moving average, and that is when it went for a reversal. And guys, look, you can ignore the COVID dump right. I don't think we'll have a COVID dump like this once again. We could if something quite catastrophic happens, but I don't see anything like that happening pretty soon. So you can expect a retest of this red moving average according to the golden ratio Fibonacci indicator on Bitcoin itself. That is aligning with $50,000 once again. So maybe this is the extreme bull case in the months to follow up, at least for the quarter two of this year itself. Maybe we look at Bitcoin going all the way towards $50,000, but everything has to step by step. Everything has to happen step by step, right? So yeah, it's going to take its own time, guys. All right, I guess this was about it, and without any preparation, I did make a 10-minute long video. For the two of you watching this video, I don't know, maybe I'm back, and it feels good to be recording content like this once again, right? Okay guys, anyways, I'll catch all of you later. Bye for now.